I've got it ready on O's side. You all know how it goes here. No reason to delay. It is time to play. Game number 1 in. Hey. Three, 2, 1. Tetris. And a 5 and below start from O. How fitting! Off we run in our first game of the night. Now, using the Max Out Club makes things look nice and slick. So far, only making my computer cry a little bit. We'll see how it holds up over the course of the night. By God, this is not same piece sets. Gerald declined that opportunity. And starting out with a bit of trouble already. Nothing that they can't survive, but definitely a slow start. You can see Gerald Freeman already sitting on a healthy 80k lead. Almost has this dug out. Yeah, problem is there's no great spot for O's camera. I can do that. But then we've got a lot of black space there. We'll address that later. I think that was a shrug. Yep. So, 160 for Gerald Freeman at 29 lines, 86 at 34 lines for O, 74,000 the difference early days here in game 1. O had a bit of a suffer start, but managed to navigate it without too many issues. Though the large number of bird lines makes a big difference when you got players of this caliber. Any mistake can really turn things around quickly. And considering Gerald's track record, you really don't want to give him even an inch. You're going to see, trying to stay as efficient as possible here. You see, creating the bar dependency because the bar is in the window. Going for sometimes more aggressive placements here. As Simul Tetris there, 97,000 points of difference. It is 301 to 204, just shy of 60 lines into game 1. We'll be stopping at level 39, provided both players make it there. As O does not have a Gym V5 card. I'm surprised somebody hasn't gotten that out to them already. Column 6 Tetris there, I believe that was to Gerald. Looking to keep the pressure up. Massive Tetris rate, over 80% right now. On pace for a high 600 transition. Gonna tuck in that T-piece. Goes down under. I mean, come on. Didn't we also pool together money to get people to go to CTWC? Gonna take a Tetris up to 300,000. That lead not really changing over the last 30 to 40 lines here, though Gerald now having to get a little creative with these placements, is trying to continue staying as efficient as possible. Now the column 4 Tetris to go to 401,000 on just 81 lines. Over the good skim into a Tetris at 349 is within 52,000 now, but ahead by 2 Tetrises worth of lines, so that lead not really changing. Gerald just not giving any room for O to try and catch up here in game number 1. Wants to make a statement, make it early. O having to take a triple there. No great place for the L. Knocks down a Tetris afterwards at 404,000 on 105 lines. It's not like O is playing badly at all. But when you run into the buzzsaw, that is Gerald pulling this kind of stuff on you, still holding on to over 80% Tetris rate. All you gotta do is hang on, stay in the game, and hope for your opportunities. Now the Tetris for Gerald up to 563 with 17 lines left until transition. Owen's got 12 lines left, is at 473. Another Tetris there to go to 497. And into transition for O at 524. Knocks another one down there as Gerald waits for a bar, is set up and ready. That left side a little bit spicy at the moment. Now going to cover the well. No, L was coming for the left. Gerald having to take just a couple of burns here, but keeps the stack clean. Oh, overflips a J though, and into transition at 639, but with a messy left side, and now a hole on the right as well. Gerald Freeman campground. Kind of pretty. Well, good to know. Gerald Freeman's stack getting less ugly, getting cleaned up. Oh, though, now starting to try and make a real charge here as Gerald had to spend a lot of time burning the early part of post. You can see the score difference now, almost nothing, but there's a 10-line difference between the two. We also have a nice little rave going on O's board because of the way the capture looks. And frankly, I'm here for it. 683 to 658. O is ahead by 10 lines, and now down by about one Tetris score-wise. Pace-wise is a different story. Gerald Freeman has finally gotten clean. Bang Tetris up to 709, still in level 21. O is in level 22, trying to reopen the well. It's at 665. Getting pieces to the left, opens the well up as we go to level 23 at 667. Bang Tetris 696. Gerald, though, up at 741 and back by a full level, has a massive pace advantage here. Remembering that now we are stopping at level 39. These games don't go on forever. We don't have all night. That's when you have 3 sets to get through. O is gonna finish opening up the well. Bang Tetris up to 787. Has the real-time lead now and adds another Tetris. Gerald's gonna fire back though, 811 to 818, but a 12-line difference between the two. Shows that the scoreboard alone doesn't tell the full story, but Gerald's left side needing some TLC, having to get multiple bars that direction. Had a pit of death, and now... Oh, a couple of very useful pieces get clean just in time. Bang Tetris, seizure warning on O's side. O is at 857. What the hell is this capture? But knocks down a Tetris up to 890. Again, trying to really stay as efficient as possible. Force Gerald to work for this, and Gerald has had to work. Did not come into transition clean, and had to pay for it for a while. O is at 927. He, capture's still struggling a little bit, but now we see a hole over there in column 3, preventing one Tetris. Gets the next one, things have cleaned back up. 971 for O, now on level 28. 965 for Gerald. On 27, bang Tetris up to the max out. Here in 27 with one more Tetris to go before we go into 28. O is also got the max out, but only has one line left until the 29 speeds. Bang Tetris and off we run. A49 for O right now on the kill screen. Gerald picks up a Tetris, A72. O though, O is in need of a bar and quickly. Doesn't come. This board's starting to get higher and higher and more dangerous. That's gonna be it. At A56, so A89, get a triple there from Gerald. And the 1.1 to take game 1. GG. So we got our ready, so let's go ahead and get our players going in game number 2. Hit that start countdown button. And in the meantime, I see Things got way cropped somehow. And we can get underway in game 2 in the meantime. Could it be the lighting, Dan? This is why Gerald's camera looks different. I have no idea, in all honesty. My first time really messing with the Ninja Cams and using Max Out to stream. But that's a problem for another day. We got a match to play. Looks better. Well, that's good. I blame the fact that currently OBS says I'm on about 16% CPU usage. Gerald using that CTL money to get a better cam, right, Kingsman? No, problem is he needs to be using it to get a better stack. That S piece on the left side. Not so great. We are, in fact, professionals up in here. The early days, game 2, it is now O with the advantage. About a 1.5 Tetris lead. Around the 30 line mark of game number 2. That struggle start to game 1, now just distant history. Gerald Freeman pulling the 5 and below. Very, very flat stack at the moment. Both players nice and clean. Just waiting for the right pieces. Oh, would love a J piece. And gets it. Gets Tetris ready with it. Bar just in time. Bang Tetris. Thought about setting up that Vitz, but that would have been like 6 high, 5 high. And a super Vitz. Gerald with a couple of sharp tucks in order to keep the stack clean is at 215. 275 for O. Oh, hanging an S piece, and now that is a floating Mino that you will not see very often. Doesn't get it cleared out. In the meantime, Gerald's gotten into a little bit more trouble. Nothing fatal yet, but this is a spicy dig for this height, and the wrong pieces are showing up. Some very intelligent burns, though, from Gerald, going to help bring this stack down. Great survival. L for the triple. Bar reopens the well. And bang Tetris to cap it all off. Gerald at 257. O at 327. Adds a Tetris after a double to go to 352. And another Tetris to go to 375. Is now O. Is absolutely grooving right now. Gerald unable to get the well open for one bar. Gets it for the next one, though, and the stack is nice and clean once again. 282 for Gerald, 376 for O. Gonna try and tie this set up. Gerald actually opting for the triple there. Stack a little bit more breathing room because that drought counter starts ticking again. Does finally clear off after 16 pieces, but at that height, 16 can still feel like a ton of pieces. Some love needed to the left side of Gerald's stack. T-piece finally shows up, makes a correct adjustment for the incoming L, knocks down a Tetris. 338, 446. Oh, trying to really take charge of this game. But nothing coming for that tuck in the left. A minor hole, but the stack is low enough that this is not a major issue, provided the right pieces come. Like they are, though. That J is perfect, well reopened. Gerald at 406 at 107 lines, 102 lines, 474 for O. Add that Tetris, we got about a 4 Tetris difference here. We approach transition for the second game of the set. Both players, nice clean stacks. Last game, right at transition, Gerald's stack ran into some complications. And it allowed O to really make a game out of it, but Gerald was able to hang on long enough and clean up in the nick of time. And we could be looking at a similar situation here, but this time without Gerald going in with the lead. Won't take too long to clean this up. This is just more time for O to add on to the lead. It's already sitting over 100,000 points as both players knock down another Tetris. Gerald in a transition at 486. O is at 589 and still has some time to go. So likely is good. Yes, I'm just going to take some burns here. Have one Tetris left available. And Tetris for O in a transition at 617. A solid start to game 2 for O, keeping it clean. Played it safe and burning it down in the early part of 19 here. Smart choice. Gets a Tetris, go to 650. 540 for Gerald Freeman. That lead at 110,000 points. 4.5 Tetrises here, and Gerald just has not been able to find the groove yet on the post-transition. Does reopen the well for a moment. Open again. But O has really taken advantage. The lead now passing 150,000 points, up to 172. And Gerald's stack still needing help. Finally, the bar comes after 29 pieces on the drought counter, but a misdrop of a bar on the left. Had Gerald double bar dependent for a moment, is finally going to get this opened up. That S piece, terrible for the stack, and a misdrop of a J on the left. Gerald is in trouble. Squeezes one bar over, gets another one over. Fighting for his life at the top of the stack on level 23. Not even thinking about score right now, just thinking about survival. Can't score points if you top out. Double there opens a well on the left side. Bar shows up a little bit late. Now the right side is plugged, but reopened. Gerald doing an excellent job surviving this, but the lead in the meantime has grown over 250,000 points. Gerald going aggressive, gets a dirty Tetris up on row 7. Leads up the well perfectly, and another Tetris to go to 686. Oh, sitting on 914, has got a couple holes in the stack, but is sitting on such an immense lead that Gerald is going to need plenty of post-29 play at this rate. Problem is, oh, unable to really get this stack clean. And the longer he's got to stay digging, the longer Gerald has to try and come back into this. The lead already down to 100,000 points. It is a 17 line difference as well. O has tons of runway. Oh, and now making a couple aggressive placements. Oh, now the one set up dirty. Bar comes, bang Tetris, 980, still on 27. Gerald in a kill screen at 868. A misdrop in the center of the stack. Finding burns to keep this low. Great decision with the bar to put it to the left and not down the center, creating more dependencies. Again, you notice the way that Gerald is avoiding dependencies as much as possible, even on the 29 plus. Oh, into kill screen, at a max out, A28 already. Gerald on 31. Is set up for the Tetris. Not set up again, but the bar took too long to show up. This is going to be a hell of a dig effort. But the owl doesn't make it all the way left, and that is going to seal the deal on Gerald's game at 9:15. Oh, topping out as well, but A48 enough to level the set off 1-1. GG. Take it in your own hands and early top instead. Shots fired, but in the friendly, playful ways. We get game 3 underway. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I'll knot it up at 1. Who is going to take advantage? Gerald with a chasm in the center of the stack to start things off in game 3. Would have loved an L. It doesn't show up, but a bar and a J will have to suffice. Early cleanup on Gerald's stack. Nothing deadly, but definitely a pain in the butt. That L possibly could have gone left there, would have made a better fit, but Gerald is the Div 1 player. I am very distinctly not, and so I'm going to trust Gerald's decisions there. Gonna airmail that one out there. Probably trust the person who's made it to Div 1 and, you know, won this thing. You know, stuff like that. Just say. Yeah, generally, the dude who won CTL, probably a good idea to just trust that stacking decision in the long run. Gerald at 76,000. Oh, already at 159. And Gerald running into a drought very, very high up on the screen. Very poorly timed drought. 27 pieces. Finally, the bar comes. Bang, Tetris. Oh, is going to get one as well, and we can all breathe a bit of a sigh of relief. For a second, we were wondering if the prophecy was about to come true about getting this done so that Gerald can go play in Hydrant's well, thing. Don't know what it is, but it's happening. Apparently. Bang Tetris for, up to 212. Gerald on 173. Same line count, so that 1.5 Tetris lead is true as we get game 3 going. We're all knotted up at 1. Gerald putting up a 1.1 in the first game of this set, but ran into lengthy struggles in game 2, and O's consistency finding a second consecutive max out to level the set, where we find ourselves here in game 3. Some other restreamers might say what was a best of 5 is now a best of 3. I just say we're on game 3 and we're tied. Because I'm boring. I also don't have a lot to talk about because both these players are just staying so clean. We're literally separated by a Tetris and a double. There's a double, there's a Tetris, and it's actually tied 69 lines in. Hey now, /70 lines in. And Tetrises for both. Good God, don't make me pull a Frank and panic. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, got 3 pushdown points. Automatic win in my book. Oh, now they both have pushdown points. But oh, has that... oh, has the 5-point pushdown lead. We started a new war. I think Gerald... Yep, they're firing the pushdowns back and forth at each other. Perfect. I'd have it no other way. Gerald getting the stack cleaned up is at 407. Added Tetris to go to 430. 448 for O. Less than a Tetris lead. Oh, though, getting drought, and you see the counter starting to tick on screen. Finally, it comes about 30 pieces in. But now, a little bit complications in the stack. Able to open up this hole created, this bar dependency, but then plugs up with a J 2 pieces before the bar comes. I swear to goodness, NES Tetris knows these things. Just knows it. Gerald, in the meantime, has managed to take the lead and is trying to expand upon it. Oh, has got a row 2 Tetris, knocks it down to go to 510. Gerald on 547 is ahead by a score and a half. The transition to the 19 speeds right around the corner. These players obviously pretty good at the 19. You still want to be ready for it. You still want to be able to have time to adjust to it. Gerald has transitioned at 617. 560 for O, a 2 Tetris difference. Off we run in the 19 plus. Bang Tetris for Gerald on the right-hand side. This song needs to go. O gonna get ready with that skims at 588. 691 for Gerald, but ahead by 6 lines after the earlier transition. O having to take some burns here, getting droughted out again. Finally gets a bar, but had the well closed for it. That's a Tetris to go to 623. Gerald at 743 took full advantage of that short drought that O had to deal with and has built up a massive lead. Ooh, and the overflip of the J-piece for O. Able to get it quickly fixed, but again, burning away precious lines in the meantime. Knocks down a Tetris, but Gerald's gonna fire back, 659 to 800,000. Gerald ahead by 140,000 points out of almost nowhere. About a 5 Tetris lead here on level 22. And no real line difference to speak of, so it is a true lead. So again, getting the bar one piece too late, but a fantastic solve reopens well just in time. Another Tetris to go to 750. 864 Gerald. And O with an uncomfortable, well, O piece. Now starting to play on row 2. Knowing that they have to stay as efficient as possible to match Gerald, who is getting out of groove once again. Another Tetris, 988 here, level 25. A Tetris into 26 will be a max with plenty of room to spare. Instead, we're going to be burning in 993 for Gerald. Ooh, oh, in the meantime, oh, that T-piece didn't get rotated. I know it's hard to tell, but it's really going to complicate things in O's stack. Way up high. Gerald has already got the max out. Knocks out a Tetris into level 27. O right now just thinking about survival. Got to make it that far. Oh, did not get the J all the way left. The problem's piling up. Gets that square over, but I'm not sure how much else O's gonna be able to pull off here. The clock is ticking before we reach 29. With the stack cleaned up, the capture looking better on 28, you can see the dire situation O finds himself in. 4 lines left till transition to the 29 speeds now, and down over 300,000 points. Transitioning way too high up. That eternal dig costing O dearly. Gerald Freeman at 1.19. Gets the 2-1 lead and gets a left well kill, Tris. Now just rubbing it in. Count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Come on in, Miles, pointing out that O is going to decide her at least. The confidence is fun to see. Stack needs a little TLC. And no good pieces really coming to take care of it. It's going to be a lengthy early burn for O. Jay from the left-hand side, welcome on in, Elvino Movies. Pointing out the typical Nestrus RNG. Trust me, I'm well aware. That's pretty much every exact piece sequence I got when attempting to qualify for a different event the other night. Basically, an hour and a half of that. Oh, it's got it cleaned up. 142 for Gerald Freeman, who does have some pushdown points. Oh, with the Tetris, it goes to 107. Down about 2.5 scores here as we get going in game number 4. Must-win scenario for O. We want to go to a decider. But as this is the Classic Tetris League, losing one match does not end your season. It may hurt your chances of getting into the playoffs, but it doesn't end your season in the slightest. If you're curious what they're playing for, end of the season, we've got a number of playoff scenarios, but the way it burns down, the top finishers be playing for the prize pool that you see in the upper right corner of the screen. Up on in, Hands playing Tetris. Which, that might be one of my favorite names I've seen. Oh, definitely having to rest the hands a little bit there. Gets it well open. Thing is, we're about halfway through the 18 speeds. Gerald has opened up a significant lead. 306, 197. Gerald is getting a little bit droughted here, but after 29 pieces, the bar comes. Next bar, well, the well was covered, so unable to use it. Oh, at 221. Gerald at 331. Oh, and a misdrop of the L in the center of the stack for O. Having to take the triple, is going to play it safe here and burn this down a bit. Gerald, in the meantime, though, continuing to compound on this lead. 170,000 points, the difference. Just shy of 90 lines in. Patrick Gerald up to 426. And you can see, oh, shaking the hands out there. Keep the energy in them. No matter what, we do have the level 19 speed coming up. Want to be ready for those. Darky Tetris for Gerald Freeman up on row 4. 30, despite how clean and pristine the stack otherwise looked. Just gonna take the double here, though. Gonna look to try and reopen the well. Ooh, on the right side of O stack is a huge problem in the meantime. Hope that hand is nice and fresh, because this is going to be a very tricky dig, very high up. Square makes it left. And O is getting the pieces where they need to go. Needs a little help. A bar would be huge right about now. It doesn't show up. That drought counter over 30. And the T dead drops in the center. O's got nothing left in the tank for that one. Done at 279. Gerald Freeman at 530 with an ugly stack as well. But more than enough of the score to take game number 4 and the match. GG. We will give our players some time here. Hopefully O's wrist is going to hold out. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go away.